Hello guys, welcome again to the new section. It is Linux basics. So we'll understand what Linux is, how it works, and how command line interface works in it. So how Linux works. First of all, we'll get to know what Linux is. Okay, Linux is a free and open source operating system. What does that mean? And free and open source. Okay, these are two different uh, things. Okay, free and open source. Free is something that you can download right directly without giving money. It's easy understandable. Okay, what is open source? Open source is which is developed by a community. Okay, but developed by a community. So there's a community that is currently working on Linux. Okay, making it better day by day. Okay, and the first was developed by in early 90s by Linus Torvalds. Okay, so it's an actually alternative uh, operating system. Instead of Windows you can use this, and instead of Mac you can also use this. So basically it's a free alternative operating system you can use. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, Linux, how does it works? Okay, so what you get is actually an ISO file and you install it like a regular operating system. Okay, first of all, in the early days, Linux didn't have the GUI. What is GUI? GUI is something that you are familiar with. Like Windows, you open on icons, you click on icons, you open files. Okay, everything is pleasing to an eye. But if you are using the terminal, there will be only a command window, and you would add commands in it. Okay, only commands in it. So you type input, it will give you output in the command. So this is the basic definition of Linux. So what are Linux distributions? Okay, so Linux is distributed in different flavors. Like we installed Kali Linux, Kali Linux earlier when while setting up the lab. So Kali Linux is also a Linux distribution. Okay, so some popular Linux distributions are Ubuntu. Most of people think that Ubuntu is Linux, or um, it is uh, it is like popular in the community. So when a Linux is referred, so people take like it is Ubuntu, but it's not. Okay, it's a distro of Linux. And CentOS, Fedora, Kali, Debian, uh, every option is here a distribution. Okay, so that's the difference between Linux, okay, Linux, Unix, and Ubuntu. What is it? Okay, Linux, we already understood what Linux is. Unix is something Linux was based. Okay, it is the foundation of Linux. Okay, Linux was developed on the on making this as its foundation. Okay, then the Linux was made on top of it. And Linux is free, but Unix is an operating system that is not free. You have to pay for it. Okay, the companies pay licenses to use Unix. If you use Mac OS, that is also a Unix based operating system. Mac is also a Unix based operating system. Now what is Ubuntu or any other distribution, that is Kali or any other? So they are distribution of Linux. Okay, different flavors. Okay, so we understood this, how this works. Now uh, let's understand the file system and of the Linux. Let me just go to my uh, virtual box. Where's my virtual box? Virtual box, yeah. And I will run my Kali distro. Let's wait, it will just power up and we'll start from the command line right away. Let me pause the video until it loads, okay? So I won't waste your time. Okay, the Kali is loaded up. Now what we'll do is we will open the terminal. Here it's the terminal. It's called. You can just search here if you can't see this. Here's a terminal emulator. Just click on this, or you can also type Control T or Windows T button, Control Alt T, and you will also get a terminal. Here you can see Control Shift T for the tab, and let's start using the terminal. Let's start. First of all, we'll know uh, how are commands input and what is GUI here. Okay, so what you see here, it is command line interface. Okay, I can type, uh, I can move to directories, I can open folders like this without using the direct my mouse or anything. Okay, by mouse I mean by clicking on buttons or anything else. For example, uh, if I do this, so this is a GUI operation here. You know, you can see the folders and icons. This is GUI. Okay, Linux comes in GUI all as well as command line interface. If you are using on a server, Linux server, it won't have a GUI because it doesn't require a GUI. Most of this Linux servers come like this. You install a Linux server, you will only get this. It's a terminal, okay? Nothing else. You won't get these icons, these bars. So it will be just a plain rough CMD, okay? Command line interface, and you have to do your operations in it. You have to open and list files to uh, view, okay? So after that, after this video, I'm going to tell you about the Linux file system in the next one. Let's